All right, guys, so we are rationalizing denominators, and we are going to use those conjugates that we had looked at before, okay? And I'm going to do a couple examples. I'm not going to do the first two just because I was trying to pick a couple good ones for you with some different situations. So we're actually going to start at number 4. Zoom this in so we got some room. All right, so in this problem, when it says rationalize the denominator, you can't have square roots in a denominator because those are not rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written as a fraction. And square roots are big, nasty decimals that go on forever. And basically, you don't want a crazy person in your basement. Okay? No crazy people in the basement. You only want nice, solid numbers in the denominator. So we're going to take this 3 minus 5, square root of 5, and we're going to multiply it by the conjugate. Conjugate is the same exact two pieces on the sides, but since the first one here is a minus sign, this guy is going to be a plus sign. Okay, so if the one that they gave you here was a plus sign, then this guy would be a minus sign. All right, so we've got 3 plus square root of 5, right? Anything we do from the top of the fraction, we also have to do in the bottom of the fraction because anything divided by itself is 1. And so you are multiplying by 1, and that does not change the value of this, okay? So the top of this, we're just going to distribute. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times the square root of 5, you just throw next to each other and get 5 times the square root of 5. And then in the denominator, we're going to have to FOIL. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times the square root of 5 is 3 square root of 5. Negative square root of 5 times 3 is negative 3 square root of 5. And negative square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is going to be, first of all, it's going to be negative. Square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 25. And the square root of 25 is just 5. So whatever's underneath that square root, when you multiply it by yourself, the square root's just going to go away. It's going to be that number. So here is the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to get rid of the square root. Well, now I have 3 square root of 5 and negative 3 square root of 5, which turns into 0 and goes away. Beautiful. So I got 15 plus 5 square root of 5 over 9 minus 5. And then I can simplify it one step further and make this guy a 4. Okay? One thing you do need to check for is this 4 right here. Can it be simplified with the 15 and the 5? It would have to be simplified with both. Okay, so like if this guy was a 16, but this guy was still a 5, it would be no good. This would still be just the answer. But if this was a 16 and this was an 8, then we would simplify. And I'll show you one of those in a second as well. Okay, so that's your final answer. All right. Whoop. And we are going to sneak down to number 7. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to show you a nice little shortcut here, because you don't have to FOIL every time. So my conjugate here, I got 2. I got the square root of 2. Since this guy's a plus sign, this one right here is going to be a minus sign. And I'm going to do the same thing to the top of my fraction. Now the whole point of multiplying by conjugates, and I'm going to distribute this while we go. The whole point of distributing conjugates is the fact that the square roots will cancel out. So instead of doing FOIL, because you know every single time the whole purpose is that these two will knock out, you can just do FLE. Okay, so you're going to FLE this problem, which means you're going to do your first, your 2 times 2, which is 4, and then you can go to your last, which is square root of 2 times negative square root of 2. This second part should always be negative, and that will turn into a 2. Okay, so if we simplify this a little further, we're going to have 8 minus 4 square root of 2 over 2, and now we got to do that check. Can I divide 8 and 2, or at least simplify the fraction, which is a yes. So we got a yes on this one. And can I simplify 4 over 2, And of course, the answer is also yes. So you're going to divide both of these things by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Square root of 2 is its own animal, so we just let it hang out. And that is your final answer. Okay? So, you know what? For good measure, I'm going to do one more. If you want to stop now, that's totally fine, but I am going to do one more problem for you. I feel like one more is a good plan. Let's do number 1. Okay. So in this guy, first of all, what's our conjugate, right? So it's going to be 2 minus the square root of 2. 2 minus the square root of 2. Distribute the top. 2 times 5 gives me 10. 5 times the square root of 2 is 5. Oop, no, that's gross. Let's erase it. Calm down, Miss Ellie. Is 5 times the square root of 2. And my denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of 2 times negative square root of 2 is negative 2. So I have 10 minus 5 square root of 2 over 2. And in this guy, can 10 and 2 reduce yes? Can 5 and 2 reduce no? So this is my answer. There you go. Let's see, should we have a secret message on this one? I think we should. All right, the secret message is the word conjugate. Okay? Conjugate. C-O-N-J-U-G-A-T-E. And you're going to put that, I don't know, maybe on the bottom right corner of your paper. Right? The word conjugate on the bottom right corner of your paper will get you an extra point. Okay, bye!